If you do a craft that has tools that involve blades of any sort, you want to keep them as sharp as possible. The problem is every time that you use them, they dull just a little bit, and you don't want to be spending all that time having to sharpen them every single time. That's where the technique of stropping comes into play. In this Let's Improve video, we're going to be investigating the technique of stropping. So let's have a go at stropping. Making a strop is something I've been meaning to make for a while now. Then a surprise gift of a spoon carving kit, more on that soon, brought me the means to create a strop. As you can see, the main component is a piece of leather. A thick piece of leather will do best and lasts well. Also, to help the process, you need some honing compound, which is essentially an abrasive substance which is worked onto the leather. Here it's in the form of a block. It's a straightforward process to create a strop. Rub the honing compound onto the leather. I say straightforward, the compound didn't really want to take when I first applied it. Not ever having done this before, I thought it must need to be worked into the leather over time. A quick test of how the blade cut before slicing. Took a bit of effort. I could feel the blade struggling to get through the leather, and the cut didn't have a crisp, clean edge, and that was on a thin bit of leather. Then the stropping process itself. This involves running the blade over the leather, making sure to keep the blade at the angle of the cutting edge. You want to be pulling the blade along the leather, away from the cutting edge. Something I noticed was the compound seemed to stick onto the blade and all clumped together, and I had to wipe it off at the end. Another test after. To be honest, I didn't think I would notice a difference, but I really could. It cut through the leather a lot easier, and the cut was definitely cleaner as well. And I was able to do this, which looks good to me. I wasn't able to do that before. However, after watching a few videos to hone my technique, I realised I had been stropping on the wrong side of the leather. This explained the compound not applying and also clumping as I did the stropping. A quick reapply on the correct side, a quick retry with a different blade, and the whole process was much smoother with no clumps. After a little bit of effort and work, I now have some nice sharp blades to use. What could possibly go wrong? I'm pleased to have had a go at stropping. If you do a craft that involves blades of any sort and you don't have a strop, it's definitely something to try and check out. I should mention that stropping doesn't replace sharpening a blade with a whetstone. That is actually something I want to maybe explore a bit further in future videos, seeing as it's gone so well with stropping. Stropping just allows you to be able to get the best out of your blades. That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it or you found it interesting, a like would be really appreciated. And maybe consider subscribing so that you can keep up to date with all of my upcoming projects. As always, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Let's Have a Go.